We are back. Time to get some racing going in the Geico Endurocross Series, fueled by Monster Energy. Jason Wygant, Chris Dennison here to give you the call. It will be our vet final. It'll be the first riders to have a shot at the track in a main event, but we've seen practice and hot lap qualifying today. It's pretty fun to watch.
Super fun to watch, Jason. I'm so excited that they start the night with a vet class because I'm always pumped to watch this race, and it is super stacked tonight. Yeah,
it's especially loaded. You know, you come to Southern California, that's kind of the heart of the motorcycle industry in the United States, so we've got a lot of specialists. It is a vet race, considered a support race, only 4 laps. We've got big names in it. Kurt Nickel, who did a great job, won the last time out when we did the show in Vegas, but throw Ty Davis in the mix, that guy can do it all on any terrain.
Yeah, absolutely, and the funny thing is that Paul Kraus is the oldest rider out here. So he doesn't have Kurt beat, unfortunately. Paul Kraus at 49 years old. But the fans always love this one. They get behind it. These guys are the real heroes of the sport. And, you know, some of them actually make it look easy. Pretty good riders.
Yeah, there's Kurt Nickel right there on the number 8. And he rode at 125 at a couple of these events earlier. Switched back to the 350 today. And we'll see how Kurt, a multi-time winner of Grand Prix Motocross, can do here in Endurocross. He's certainly adapted well to this. But, yeah, you throw in Ty Davis, a couple other riders to watch, Craig Thompson, Stephen Ford, Tim Roble, Adam Booth, Colby Begin, Kelly Knight, Joe Bianchi, Kelly Gelhaus, Paul Kraus, who you mentioned, and Steven Adams. That is your field. It's 4 laps, but most of these riders over the age of 40, that's all the laps they probably want. 4 is good enough.
Yeah, certainly. You know, 4 is tough even on a course like this, a little bit faster, more moto-oriented. But I got to throw a shout-out out to Adam Booth.
Yep.
Not only because he's a co-worker at Dirt Rider Magazine, but he was the Sacramento winner. So he's coming in with some momentum. We'll see, because Kurt was riding awfully fast in practice.
And there is Kurt there, who now works for the Nitro Circus, but it's going to be serious here. This is not freestyle, this is racing. You're going to drop the gate just like you would at a motocross event, and then it's going to be completely different from any motocross race you've ever seen. If you haven't seen Endurocross before, you're in for quite a show. That's the 59 there. Ty Davis on the inside has done it all. Enduro championships, hair scramble championships, done well in Baja 500, Baja 1000. And it was very fast in the pro class of Endurocross when this series started, so can't count out Zip Tie.
Yeah, on a track like this, Jason, the start is so critical to getting around it. You know, they make that right-hander straight into the difficult rock section. If you don't get through that clean, you're coming from behind. That's tough in 4 laps.
Yeah, and the way the start is set up, they're going to go halfway down this start straight and make a right to get into those rocks. The hot laps during practice, they did not use the starting line configuration like that. So this is the first time these riders are going to take this first turn.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch, and I'd like to point out, too, if you watch a guy like Kurt, his strategy is get the whole shot and just ride clean, because in the vet class, you know, you see a lot of mistakes. You have a lot of awfully fast riders, but the trick is keeping it up on 2 wheels the entire race.
Oh, man, if you go down and to pick the bike up, that is an energy sapper right there. So Davis here lined up on the inside on the number 59. It will be a right-hand first turn, and it's a short one. It's all about getting the jump.
The dirt right now, Jason, fairly slick just because they packed it, watered it. These guys will break it in, so by the time it gets to the pros, it should be good traction. But, you know, hopefully they all get through the first turn clean.
Yeah, we want to see him racing out. Well, here we go, folks. We're ready to go. Geico Endurocross Racing. And they're battling their way through. It looks like Davis in the 59 trying to put the fenders in front. No, it's 2:43. Colby Begin. Well, that's one heck of a way to begin the race. He's got the early lead. Did that log section and doubling over the tractor tires.
Yeah, really aggressive start for Colby, and I like how he's riding. He's not scared to come over on Ty. We'll see if he can hold it. The guy's awfully fit, but I've seen him make some mistakes in the past that hopefully he doesn't repeat here, because if he stays up, he's going to be tough to catch.
And it looks like the 8 of Nickel has caught Davis, who's got a battle for second and third. And here comes Adam Booth with the headline on and all.
Yeah, notice Boothie is on the Christini all-wheel drive bike, so that front wheel is actually grabbing traction. I think that's going to be a huge advantage tonight in the rocks.
And he just took advantage of it as he tries to get around Nicole. Grinding elbows on each other. Now Davis gets hung up, and Nicole's going to get around both of them. So well done by the number 8. Moves from 4th to 2nd.
Yeah, now let's remember too, Jason, the vet class is 35 and over. These guys are riding like 20-year-olds. They're banging elbows, coming over on each other. It's going to be a good race if they keep this up.
Well, I think one of the most underrated aspects of this is the fitness aspect Where the heart rate's probably at for these guys right now.
Certainly, and a lot of them train hard, but pretty much everybody here has to be at work on Monday. So you don't see a lot of the risky racing like you do out of the guys that do this for a career. But Kurt right now, so smooth. You watch his technique. He just keeps forward momentum. He doesn't care. Feet on, feet off. You know, you saw through the firewood there. Just keeping going forward, not getting stuck is kind of his game.
All right, trying to reel in Colby Begin, who has begun this race phenomenally well and smooth over that rock mountain.
And I like this section here. You know, Schaefer Tracks did an awesome job putting the track together and kind of utilizing some of that tunnel section. And a lot of the obstacles aren't too difficult, meaning there's not guys getting stuck. But in my opinion, it makes for better racing because you don't see bottlenecks.
Well, we saw it in qualifying earlier today, how close the lap times were. How Kurt got himself a face full of water in that section there. Trying to creep up a bit on your leader, Colby Begin. They have left that battle Ty Davis and Adam Booth behind. They are basically focused in on each other. It's to 243. Now he's got to deal with lap traffic. That's Paul Krause trying to get around.
Yeah, Paul, very seasoned rider, and I think he realizes at the 2-lap mark, you are still racing. You can't breathe easy. And just seeing the white flag there, that's to indicate one more lap. These guys are tired, Jason, but they're not going to let up, especially if you're Colby.
This could be the opportunity Kurt was looking for. He has caught the leader. Now he's got to try to find an opening with a half a lap to go. People cheering them on. It's a great battle for our first race of the night, and here comes Kurt. Oh, and Begin able to jump over the tractor tires. He turned it into a double again. Gives him a little breathing room.
Now this could get interesting coming in the firewood section because Kurt is looking so strong there. You know, he's keeping a straight line. Maybe able to squeak past him on the inside, we'll see.
Yeah, he has the opening and a mistake by Begin. Here comes Kurt Nickel on the inside. And Begin goes down and he takes Nickel out with him.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt. But again,
wow.
Kurt's got to get out there and he's got to finish. You know, it's tough to see the competition go down like that, but they're both racing. They're going for the checkers. Pulling
it out of the last lap, Kurt Nickel wins the vet final. Yeah, the veteran out of England, and well done picking himself up. Colby Begin will still hold on for the second place spot. That is what Endurocross racing is all about, down to the last lap.
That was a great race. It's good to see those guys high-fiving too. You know, they don't take it too seriously, but they are racers. And Adam Booth bringing it in third place, very solid result for him.
Absolutely. Two-wheel drive and the headlight shining first in the two-wheel drive headlight class. So you can brag about that.
Yeah, all right. That was a good result, and I think that was a good indication, you know, see how the track's going to play out. These guys coming in the firewood section. Colby was sideways from the beginning, and then Kurt, tons of momentum.
He said it was all about momentum for him. Look, he couldn't even get stopped despite having to ride over boulders and logs. Still kept the bike going. And they gave him a mulligan there. He did go inside that boulder, but it's Endurocross, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's a tricky section, too. The firewood moves underneath you. It's like riding ice cubes.
Riding ice cubes. You probably have experience doing that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I've done both.
And what's pretty cool here is our part of our live announcing team. That is Lorette Nickel. That's actually Kurt's wife. And we've got the headset. This is going to be cool. We're going to get to talk to King Kurt here. Jason Wygant and Chris Dennison up here. Kurt pulling it out on the last lap. That was a battle, my man.
Oh my God, what a race. I just pinned it through that wood section and hoped for the best. And Colby gave it everything he could. We locked handlebars. We both nearly died. Luckily, I got back up quicker.
Kurt, this is Chris. That was an outstanding race. The one thing Jason and I noticed, a lot of good sportsmanship after the race. So any hard feelings, or are you guys going to go fight in the pits?
No, we're not going to go fight in the pits. Colby's a great guy. He's a great racer, and I really appreciate races like that.
All right. All right, thanks, Kurt. Congratulations on the victory. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys all at the Nitro Circus Live Tour in North America next year.
Boom.
Right on.
Getting it in. All right, there we go. That's our vet class champ, Kurt Nickel. Said he liked riding that KTM 350. Obviously, he did, because he took it to victory lane. And now he gets to talk to the live announcing crew, checking in with his wife. We are going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more racing here from Ontario, California. If that first race, I like to say, is any indication, we're going to be set for a great night. Track maybe a little bit easier, closing up the competition, and it certainly paid off there. We'll be right back.